Hi. So we're gonna pop the ultimate bubble of CCBC. Um, First of all, my ex-husband does not have an anus. He doesn't. They actually had to remove it during a colonoscopy routine. So that's how I know he's been having an affair and cheating. He actually um, has been. So this is you don't go back into, like, for instance, if you get your arm cut off during this time, it's gonna stay that way. It's very hard to, like, voila, type thing. It doesn't quite work out like that. It doesn't. It doesn't. Some of you are asking me, well, how is it your wisdom teeth come back? That's because I'm not part of this human existence. I'm not actually not part of it at all. So I'm a little bit special. But yes, it is a complete affair because the amount of time that is needed for some of these procedures, yeah, it's really quick and fast, but trust me, he's not under the medication. Um, I remember, like, the one time he was under the medication, and I was working at the hospital here in Novi, Michigan, before moving out to Massachusetts, and you just don't develop a tolerance to anesthesia. Um, Nobody has, nobody does. It's the body really cannot handle it, and it's very scary. That's why they're like big time buku dollar doctors, because if you start off as an anesthesiologist and you become a surgeon, that's it's quite a feat of achievement right there. But yeah, that's why I said this was some sort of a fucking setup and stuff. And unfortunately, uh, to burn milk sugar, you actually create it into an acid. The body does that. That's why it turns into lactic acid, and you don't want that. It's actually not healthy for the body in large amounts, which is why I said, if you're allergic to milk and you start building up lactic acid, the white in your eyes are going to turn yellow faster than the average normal person who isn't allergic to milk. There's a lot of fascinating things in this chemistry world, but a lot of y'all are hiding from the fact that she set up this conglomerate so-called affair and divorce, that I actually get to say something that we had done as a bunch of young girls. Um, some of us, we already know this because there was something that one of the girls, and I don't know if it was me or if it was the other girl, we might have said it at the same time, that the two so-called white politicians, females that is, are probably wearing their ballerina outfits underneath their knitted pants, which brought up the one whole thing about, being your own ballerina type thing. That's because I'm still on Hungry Eyes. That's my Dianetics. It's how fast you can get in and out with the money, or just see if this was all part of it. Because I truly think my three jobs were all part of it, which is why everybody's like, "What do you mean?" Da da da. I hear it. I hear it. Once you go past this and you've survived every single affair scorching, uh, it's inevitable. It's completely inevitable. And no, like, you go back in December 19th, 2015, you don't go back. Um, you might go back in age, but you just don't go back physically. Because trust me, he wasn't he, he wasn't able to sit down. He wasn't able to sit down. So I knew that it was more of the affair. I know he's sitting where he's at having more of the affair. It's no lie. It's no lie whatsoever. It's none. Trust me. Once I got the Death Star letter, that's how I knew that this was either going to be a romance on the political side, a romance on the normal side. It's just, there's just no attachments, period. So the focus is really not on me. The focus is actually on them, because they created this whole setup to hide an affair. And yes, I do know he had a child with her. I do know that, because it was before, it was, I'm going to help you out in every way. Now it's like you need to pull your own weight. So I guess in the quote unquote design industry, we don't have the ability to recognize when enough is enough, do we? Because she's sitting there saying, well, I need to get this website, but there's no push to get it done. There's really no reason to get it done. She's sitting on it. She could have done it while she was pregnant. Believe me, when you're pregnant and you're 9 months, you want to get shit done fast. I was the same way, even though I was sick most of the time and having to fight that child's bubble. But it was actually detrimental to me because I can't have milk. I can't. So it's unfortunate. So I can't raise the child right either. So can't be in any way possible a mother. Just can't. Oh, I know what that is. So y'all are gonna find out real fast that, you know, a lot of people don't like the fact that we're gonna keep going through this and go through this and go through this. And the woman that's in the wrong, completely in the wrong, along with 4 others, are hoping for a murder out of this because they got a hold of my medical records. Like I said, you pay these doctors enough in Michigan who are starving, they'll give up something. My sister doesn't have a fucking clue. She's really clueless when it comes to this because we're not going to go into that argument. All I can say is that she is crying way too much for her age group in the matter. That's all I'm going to say. And my mother and I have tried to get her to be like me, solo and single, but she's on her own way, so. But nope, just letting y'all know. And Lindsey Graham's part of it too, along with Donald Trump. They got the funding from them. And one of them got a PhD, having to skip all the justification in his papers. And justification is very important because it holds credibility. And if you're just justifying based on what somebody else wrote in a book, whose justification are also incorrect, that means we really have no regulation over people's theories and thoughts, which is why I said nothing is regulated, so trust what you eat. And for me, I don't trust the bread because I know that soy is used to sometimes hide rat poisoning. It's the idea. And someone will say, well, aren't we all cats and dogs that accidentally ate the rat that died next to the mousetrap? Oh, it's true. That's no different than saying that the locust ate the other locust that died eating the pesticide off the freaking wheat. I mean, you can keep on going on and on with that argument, but the problem is it's the word regulation. There is no regulation. None. It's none. I can tell you right now, half of the politicians are not even they're not even in DC, and half of them that are not in DC are at home fucking around. They're not even touching their inbox. They're not even doing anything. They're just creating more problems for some of them. And for some of them, they don't care. They've already did their one like hurrah and then that's it. And the others that are in DC, well, they're just having affairs and living out these like conglomerate fucking fantasies. That's where your tax dollars is going to. They're not doing anything. They're just giving the broadcasting people of analysts and social media just something to talk about while they have their affairs and their affairs. Oh. Oops, touched on another Dianetics. Oops. Oopsie. Okay. So let's just say it. Everybody's in fucking heat in DC. So nobody wants extra people. I get that a lot. But we have a murder scheme going on that was signed off by Lindsey Graham and Donald Trump before the big hurrah campaign debate tier. And you want to know something? Jeb don't give a flying fuck. We have all these great bait pieces of like CIA files that he could definitely just walk in, grab, and say, I'm the new governor. I can fix this in 2 seconds. It is. It's just stacking up. I've never seen so much like little, black bass, black bait, the BB bait, black bass bait. There you go. Today is not my day to talk, which means I might actually be in the self-checkout area. So, that being said, I mean, we got him stacking. You don't want to take it? Well, I sure as hell not going to give it to Rick. He can't handle anything. He's got his whole house full of dogs, bitches, And this one over here knows she's a Rottie mixed with a Dalmatian. And just, yes, you are. No, the three combinations don't work. The three combinations don't work. I've sat there and I've thought about, even if I was a Rottweiler, I still wouldn't let a fucking terrier fuck me. Okay, still wouldn't let it happen. But, you know, being a Dalmatian, I might let a Rottie, you know, touch me. You know, that's a superior fucking dog right there. That is not a terrier. You know, both dogs chase birds, sweet pea. Both dogs chase birds. They all do. They all do. Okay? They all do. The Dalmatian looks at the bird and says there's a fire nearby. The Rottie looks at the bird and says lunch. Okay? It's okay. It's okay. We don't need him. We don't need a little poke on the pawsies. We don't need a little poke on the paws. I don't care if he does it to Mermere. Mermere vicious. Mermere vicious. She vicious. She'll turn into a Mad Hatter. You know, I swear to God, if we could create a whole new Disney lineup, she would. She would turn cartoonish and she'd put on that hat and she'd be like, I'm the new Mad Hatter. Where's my cup of catnip? That's why we didn't do Alice in Wonderland. It's kind of hard to like get everybody to be that character. Like me as Alice, Miriam as the Mad Hatter, Ian as the Cowardly Lion. It wouldn't have worked. It just wouldn't have worked. Wouldn't have worked. So, come December 19th, 2015, whichever Russian roulette date that happens to be on, y'all are gonna fuck up all over again. It's gonna be one fuck up. One fuck up. There will be one man that says, I just got my fucking shoes finally, and I'm gonna laugh because he's gonna start it all up again about this whole thing about it needing to be about shoes. That is correct. It all starts with what you fucking wear on your feet. But that's for him. That's for him. Because he probably knows a lot about shoes. He probably does. I don't know a whole lot about shoes. I don't. But then again, we're going to need some shoes while we're working. So it's, you know, because some of us are already bitching about how shitty our feet look while, you know, plowing the land. Which is not even you guys. It's actually like the people you hired. You hired a whole bunch of Native Americans for me. That's fantastic. 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 There's going to be a lot of raccoon talking and a lot of raccoons running the whole town then, because what y'all just did is says, I'm fucking working. That's okay. Y'all don't want that like upper body workout? You don't want to blow up? No? Oh. Makes great pecs. They do. They make great pecs. Like, for me, though, it is. Like I said, I'm hot saucing my abs tonight, so I'm going to let it all out because tomorrow morning I'm going to be in pain. Like, it hurts. Oh my God, why did I do that? Why does it sting? Oh, I don't care about you people. The craziest shit I've heard. But that's okay. That's okay. Like I said, there is just no procedures done. There's no procedures done at all. None. That man, if he has hurt my ex, that's my ex doesn't. If he has hurt himself, then all he's doing is really playing along. But I swear to God, I'm pretty sure that that in the operating room, the mistress is sitting right there. I'm pretty sure. Because it's like a complete fuck you attitude. Which is fine because it just fired it right back. Fire it right back. I really don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. So, I don't. It's okay. Nothing's regulated. Remember, nothing's regulated. I can say whatever the hell I want. I've seen a lot worse on fucking YouTube. Seen a lot worse. I can say whatever the hell I want. Y'all can't do anything about it. Can't do anything about it. So, yes, here in Michigan, everything is bought out by the Mandevilles and visual entities. So, if you guys get in trouble and you don't have a clue what it's about, just start popping bubbles that it's somebody related to Trump. It's campaign. Because it's actually Trump and Lindsey Graham's campaign. You don't know what Trump did was try to see which candidate would actually be a good running mate. And the problem is that he would not trust Pence for fuck all. Not completely for fuck all. And that's a man you really don't want to piss off because his logic is just a little bit more fine here than mine. Just a little bit more. I don't like to go that fine because you know why? I've been in that situation and it actually can get pretty ugly for a female. For a guy, not so much, but for a female, pretty ugly. Pretty ugly. And all my focus is just to be a slab of ribs. That's all my focus is. Because the first guy that can put together a yacht trip for me and let me read what he wrote to the captain and make me laugh, only to make the cook on the ship laugh so fucking hard, I would be the happiest fucking woman because I know for a fact that man loves me. That man loves me. Because it would just be like all we really need is just a bowl and a paintbrush for her. That's it. That's it. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna let Larry the cucumber and Bob the tomato tell the answer solution to that menu. What he wrote. Yep, that's okay. I think it's cute. I think it's cute. I think it's cute. I think it's cute that he would let me sit there and just rock out on an ab equipment like crazy. Just rock it out. Burning Tabasco sauce, slathering more on, go back on, and then burn and cry. It hurts so bad. You love it. Put some more on. It hurts so bad. You love it. Put some. That's it. That's all it is. That's all it is. That's how you get the perfect. No, perfect side of barbecue ribs. How did I say it? Cooking barbecue ribs. That's how I said it. It was normal. I did. Sat there. I thought about it. It's my off day. I'm already into my off day. So, toodles.